Hello guys, hello zombies and internet people, how we doing? Weaver John C., Roseman, California, the diary of a griever named John Weaver, which is me. It's about 10 before 2 in the afternoon, West Coast time, on the Tuesday, the 9th of 2025, December. We're about 2 weeks and some odd days away from Christmas, and during this holiday season, I imagine a lot of people, maybe at one time and point in their lives, were feeling the magic of it all. But then things happen where it takes away that magic in one form or another, where you wake up in the morning and you feel like, what the hell happened? I've been doing that for a long while. Confessional time. Hang on. That dog is having issues. I'm hoping she'll be able to find some sunlight anyway. She knows what that is anymore. There's someone knows what sunlight is. I hardly touch the stuff myself. Clouds come in front of it and takes it away or just dims it a bit. Meanwhile, I'm having problems just dealing with what is and what isn't. A long time I grieved death, one way or another. Been through it. Hated it. Resented the crap out of it. Wanted to know why I was still alive. Lost too many friends, family, pets, which were still family. Some by relocation, others by passing. Takes away a little by little out of a person, doesn't it? Sometimes putting up a shield may or may not help protect you from the pain, just not from the reality of it. And only when the reality kicks in, then the people that you really cared about are gone. And then suddenly you're no longer the person you thought you were. There's somebody else you don't even know or recognize in the mirror. Still, it's the same mug that you've been born with and aged with. But you don't know that person anymore because it's a stranger now. Stranger with another personality, another life, another something that what was but no longer be. I'm having a hard time with that myself. And over a past decade or so, I had to go through therapy, off and on, just to deal with it on anniversaries. Birthday anniversaries, celebration anniversaries, death anniversaries. 1 second. An adventure on some days, dealing with her. She got caught somewhere, and I was trying to get her out before she gets even lodged to where I couldn't even get her out. And your caregiver to this dog. Some days it's challenging, and it reminds me why I do what I gotta do for family. To take away even a few moments of brief pain, the grieving by things like this happening. I may get angry about the situation. Who am I getting angry at? The person who got me away from the situation, myself, or something else? I was feeling sorry for myself, mourning my family as I should, as I need to. But other things come up to take over that pain. When I had lost my mother, my brother and I were going through a long series of eviction in one particular place, in the process of finding another place, and when we finally found home, for a short time it was home, or temporarily at best. But then, things happen and that place gets taken away. One has to go through other trials to find a place like this. And for 3 years I was somewhat at home with my brother. I say somewhat because missing a mother, that was the stability in our family. We had to find structure and safety and something to offer stability somewhere else. When I lost Big Brother in 2018, my world was shattering. But my brain was on survival mode, dealing with cremation, bug war, securing a place, dealt with one bug war, secured the place for a long while. But then scholastic studies happened and had to deal with that. But also in the process dealing with the deaths of a lot of people closest to me. And family members who either relocated or mostly passed on. It turns holidays, it turns anniversaries into the hardest damn things to deal with. Even if there's decorations out there to try to celebrate it. For this guy, taking away some of those that actually made the holiday special. It was hard to reinvent it when I was still stuck replaying it all over and over again, what made the holiday special and why it was so damn painful every following year, even up to this point. Losing Big Brother, losing pets, losing family members, friends, right after Ma's death. It never made it any easier. I can look at the birthday on a religious aspect. Try to take some comfort in that. What still kills me at that point is I look at the menagerie scene, and it still kills me from time to time because it reminds me of the one major trigger that I don't have anymore. Or still trying to hold on to with both arms. It's family. I don't know if anybody else is going to relate to this. Maybe there'll be a lot of people that relate to this. That sometimes holiday seasons are the hardest to deal with because of those we cherish, love, see them pass away. It's one thing if they do a geographic and disappear off the face of the earth. You'll never know if they're coming back or not, or going to get in contact. And we dealt with them for a long while or a short time. If they didn't made that much of an indelible difference on you, if they made that kind of an impression on you. And sometimes it is kind of hard to deal with it. Now, I know there's a lot of outside distractions right now scaring the crap out of us, pissing us off, turning and kneading us into some kind of weird-ass pretzel or something. We're baked by our own damn emotions and everybody else. We're turning out to be this weird-ass pretzel thing. Salty or non-salty. Bit of mustard or something. Try making a little bit of a joke concerning about food and politics and all the other stuff. But I get triggered when I'm alone sometimes and just feeling it. And then realizing on a day like this is supposed to be reminding me, and that still kills me because I want a lot. I want a lot in my life. It's not the physical junk to collect and toss out. Once the luster has already gone out or the memories have already faded and it just becomes junk. No, it's holding on to a dog that still loves me and I love her a great deal. Knowing we got history. Holding on to the memories and pictures that I've got concerning about those that passed on, that made previous holidays and previous days, pain in the butt as they might be, but they're still memorable and part of me. Maybe someone will understand it. I'm trying to explain something, maybe in a term that maybe someone can try to understand. When you put that much investment, when you pour yourself into that relationship, whatever it may be, to have it withdrawn, you might think of it in dollar terms. You might think about numbers. I'm talking about pouring my soul, my life, my will, everything on mine into a relationship. And then to have it disappeared. Maybe by accident or maybe by design, I don't know. Maybe by will of the person I'm pouring it into. Never realized how many people left my life, but they left marks on me. And I still hold dear to them. And I still hold on to the memories, and I'll get dreams every once in a while, and I'll cry when I wake up. Because how much love I poured into it. How much thought and caring I poured into a relationship that mattered a damn thing to me. And missed opportunities as well. Missed opportunities of friendship or family, maybe both. Of insults that were given out a long time ago, but would they be able to be repaired? Would the relationships be there? Or does it have to be started anew? Or is there a chance or a will to start anew? I feel like some of those people I've come across in my life that they're whirling themselves to death. And I look at them and I'm thinking to myself, sometimes I don't want them to go. Maybe there should be a pain in the ass in my life. Maybe I need a pain in the ass even just to say hi every once in a while. Maybe I need it. I may be a grouchy old bastard, but maybe sometimes inside I'm feeling a little needy. And I have to be reminded of a lot of things, including how to be grateful. Humiliated, humbled, and grateful. Learn gratitude, not an attitude. Does it make the holiday better? I don't know. But maybe if I made a difference in someone's life, even just for a day or for a moment, maybe would it have been worth it? Just for that moment. It's not like gratitude, somebody gives you a present, it's something that you give of yourself to another. And they may not be able to appreciate it, but at least you know you tried. Maybe somewhere you can take comfort in that or feel like it was worth it. They may not reciprocate. That's fine. And if an effort was made on your part, should that be okay? Running into a lot of posts, a lot of videos, a lot of stuff about our own attitudes towards others. Not so grateful, not so gratitude, domineering, being a pain in the ass to people, being an asshole, if I want to put it bluntly enough. And because that gives them the right or anything else, I guess maybe it's like eating cotton candy but without any substance to it. You get too much of the damn sugar and the cavities in the damn thing, and teeth rot out or ache like a son of a bitch. Maybe your blood sugar goes to hell in a handbasket. Maybe sweet for the moment and the taste, but becomes acrid afterwards. The more you try to get more of that stuff down your throat, it just doesn't work. I know I tried cotton candy a long time ago. Never liked it as much. Way too much sugar. I put enough sugar just to get my own drinks sweetened enough that I can drink them. Tea, coffee, those kind. But investment into whatever I'm pouring into, would it be appreciated? We look at items like crazy, and sometimes we adore it for a few minutes, and then the luster is gone and it's up for collection and dust. Too many of my pins are getting buried alive with roaches in a box up here, right behind me. I gotta dig out and clean them off and see if I can salvage, sell, or still keep them for a while. I could talk about the junk I've got right now. As a friend of mine had told me a long time ago before she passed, they're just things, and things can be replaced. Also learning it from a different show, where movie said things can be replaced but lives can't. I think that was from a Star Trek episode. But I'm telling myself of something. There was a friend of mine, a reverend out there, who was trying to talk to his flock, his congregation, about a lot of things that made sense and other things that sometimes I had to question them. And I'd send him a lot of interviews, I still do, just to talk to him. Nobody else would be talking to me. And some people I wanted to talk to concerning what stuff they're talking about, just to have a conversation. And he was trying the best he could to deal with people that disagreed with him, and he didn't mind that. He'd relish a challenge, and he would try to tell him his own point of view. Some people are still pissed off about it, and I would still talk to him. I'd be disappointed, but then again, I'd be wanting to talk to him and try to correct something that mattered to them. See, a lot of things are just things, they're just items. But some of the things are not just physical. They're the things we carry in our memories and our hearts. They're the stories, they're the memories. And those matter. Those matter to us. Those matter to me. I may collect a hell of a lot of pictures, and they may have stories, or they're just random, but not to me, they're not. They tell stories. A family, of times, of lives lived. And even though we're going through political crap right now as it is, it's scary as hell, I'm holding on to some of the stuff that matters to me. I may not be feeling the holiday season. In fact, if I was trying to remember what Reverend was talking about, if we actually encountered a kingdom beyond our own senses and our own reckoning. Here's the thing. Maybe some souls can't understand it. Maybe a few can. I know the flavor. I know how much it terrified a 4-year-old. But if it happened to come into mortal life, I don't know how a mortal would be able to deal with it, but I know about the spiritual. If it was my time still, and I had to go, would I be welcome in open arms or shoved out again? And looking at things, it just, I don't know, it just freaks me out a little bit. What would I consider heaven looking like? The afterlife. Floating up from above a operating table into a tunnel. Seeing a white light with a figure in it, telling me it wasn't my time to go. I don't know, maybe I wake up in a place I'm familiar with. And just telling me that time to rest a little bit before you go to your journey, or maybe this is the journey. How would I recognize heaven? How would heaven recognize me? How would God ever recognize a guy like me in the first place? I think he would know me better than I know myself. Or would I know my own father, my own brothers and sisters, my own family? I think it keeps tearing me apart as family. We go for the mythological, trying to give us the presents we need, one thing or another. We'll dress up in them. We'll fictionalize ourselves as those delivery persons coming from a fictional place in the North Pole to give us something. And yet, the thing our souls and our memories and ourselves on the inside would crave and want, I don't think that delivery person would be able to deliver as much or at all. It's not holding on to an item for the memories, because sometimes that would give me pain, and I wouldn't look at it from time to time, because how much it meant to me when they were alive. If I still hold on to them, would they really mean that much? And just the symbols of them would cause me enough grief on it. But there's stories behind it, that there's something to tell. Would that be something of a job description to do? Just talk about that moment in time and space, how much it meant. How much grandeur it would be when you're reliving that kind of memory, despite the fact it's putting you through the emotional roller coaster. And maybe somebody else could relate with it and goes, whoa. Think about being a storyteller. We know that it puts a lot of stress and strain on all of us, because we want to tell the story right, as we remembered it, as we felt we needed to. And sometimes it's not that easy, because it's tearing our asses apart, including me. I can put on the Christmas holiday lights to commemorate something during the daytime, and at nighttime that's when they're supposed to be on, right? And I'm feeling myself as wanting more. I know I hurt, I get triggered, and I'm seeing things that are triggering me that are fictionalized accounts of people losing others, and it hurts like hell. And in that way I'm making connections left and right, because I relate to the fictional. Can't relate to the to reality as much because I'm already torn apart by it. So we see the fictional to get past it, but then we're getting our asses kicked. I'm getting my asses kicked. So I have to do what I have to do for right now. And I'm trying to do the best I can for it. It's not enough. It should have been, but apparently it's not enough. So the struggle goes on. I don't know how to talk about this during the holiday season with anybody. Except talk about my pain. How I'm feeling, how I'm thinking, how I'm going through the mess. Just maybe, somebody else is going through the same stuff too. Maybe they're being torn apart without even being realizing that they're getting their asses kicked. And you know what? It does kick my ass from time to time. It does. Only because I've got so much that's kicking my ass. Stuff I've lost, stuff I left, the things that mattered the most in my life. And I would look at these memories and these pictures that flash on my computer screen as screensavers of holidays long gone. Within the past decade or earlier than that. And I'm trying to remember the things, how they were back then. How they meant. What they meant. Consider me a fool and idiot. Maybe I am such a fool and idiot. But these things matter. Maybe one day you're going to be relating to it. You'll tell your own story. How things are. Because right now I'm still kicking my ass on mine, and I don't know what else I'm supposed to say or do about it. Alright, guys. The somber holidays for us are going through the same shit I am. And through the feelings. And for those who could relate but actually are feeling the holiday season as it should be, or as we think it should be, happy holidays to one and all. That being said,